Welcome back to the Asia Pacific Opens Touch Cup. We get into Women's Open action on your screen for the first time this afternoon. Scott McAllister and Tristan Mana in commentary for this one. Hong Kong, China taking on the Philippines. What a great start to the Asia Pacific Open Touch Cup it's been so far this afternoon here too.
Mate, it's really exciting. These two teams met at the last World Cup. Oh yeah, what a great way to start. Woo! Short side skip pass. There we go, man. That's a sign of things to come in the first 30 seconds. Oh no! It's been brought back though. Awesome. Well, they definitely know where the space is. Immediately, Scotty, we saw it. It was a great option.
Yeah, really positive start for Hong Kong, China. And take a look at the replay. Oh, it drifted forward. It's one of those ones, to the eye, it looks like it might have pushed into the in-goal area to come out of the hands backwards. All three referees making the decision there. But a great start for Hong Kong, China as Philippines get their first touch of the footy in the Asia Pacific Open Touch Cup. We said both teams played each other at the last World Cup. A couple of players returning for the Philippines as we get into the last. They're retrieving here, cutting back, beautiful left foot, needing to find someone in open space, and will. No, yes, they will point to the spot. We talked about the first set there for Hong Kong, China. That is equally as good there for the Philippines. Finishes off with points.
Mate, that was really nice. Kim Simon actually came out of the box and just controlled the strike dump, flicked it off. But gas and wheels, look at this. It's not her first time in the end goal there, Scotty. Confident as.
Cara Spain scores first try of the game here for the Philippines. And Hong Kong, China in response. It's a great first set for them. I'll hold it within the middle. Bit of space, geez, they got caught napping on the line there, the Philippines. And the ball got down before the contact was made. They just lost their way defending the line.
Yeah, really interested. Down that end, you can see a big black shadow across it as well. So not sure if they pull back to it. Bang, there it is. Just getting a bit lost to line up against the shadow. So, but really nice awareness. She controlled it right from the tap off. A couple of wee buddies down the field. Knew what she was after and diving to score tries.
Zhongzi Yim scoring for Hong Kong, China. Scores level. One try piece. Philippines now from the restart. Play's been called offside here for Hong Kong, China. Allows the Philippines to play it on the 7-metre line. They're retrieving and it's sharp footwork off the left. Philippines go back-to-back tries. This time the number 3, Zara Norman.
Yeah, easy as you like. Nice wee pop. Looking for a rooster. Steps back. And there we go. So Saver just tracking out, but the player was cornering. It's a nice wee play, actually. Let's see if she finds that one again.
It's a great start to this one.
Mate, it's open, Scotty. It's open.
Points are flowing. Round one for both these two teams. It's important. You just want to get your campaign off to a strong start. Both teams throwing it on the line early in this one. Great hands to hold on to possession. Almost drawing in. Philippines defence again, coming to the last now. Play it on the 7. Chiling Wong wearing the number 1 for Hong Kong. Here she is again. Jinking, short side, ball hits the deck.
And it's really interesting, mate, to see how tight the Philippines defence is. They're actually forcing China to go over the top. So I think Hong Kong, like we saw in that first play of the game, their options are actually to feed and try to find those short side skips, mate. Once again, look how tight that winger is. You can see her straight away. Lots of space out there.
A mistake there for the Philippines. They were looking to get over to that box. Ball got left behind. Nice ball on the inside. Desperation defence on the line. Fraser makes a big touch there for the Philippines. If I'm not mistaken, she looks very young. One of their players having a bit of info on this. They've got a 13-year-old player playing for the Philippines this weekend. That takes a little deflection. Penalty will be blown here to the Philippines. They'll be looking to make those changes this time around.
Yeah, Hong Kong, China definitely aware of the shutdown defence and where the space is. So a few times they've been looking, but looks like the left to right pass is the preferred option.
Out over their 10-metre line. They get those changes onto the park now. As the Philippines roll over their halfway line. Coming into the last. And might not know that was the last touch of the set. They had one more to come there. Still questioning the referees on that one. They got the call right. Hong Kong, China back in possession. Nice transition towards their box to start this set. Replacements on, loose ball though. Jing Ting Hao, tough one to reel in.
And there it is, Scotty. There it is. Great field position. They should get 2 or 3 shots down at the line if they work well. And once again with the Philippines crew, quite a few of them coming out of Australia, I believe, mate. So they don't need too many opportunities down on that line to score tries.
12 players that are based here in Australia. 2 from the Philippines, 2 from Singapore. It's a new look side for them from what we saw at the last World Cup. Ball out in front and taken as well. So this will be the 0 touch, played on the 7-metre line.
So Steph Thomas is on the scoop there, and her, Pierre Glen, Norman, I think they've all played quite a bit of touch together up there in Queensland, especially through the Queensland State of Origin Masters program as well. So nice to see them out here representing their heritage, having a bit of fun.
They've got a mixed open team as well, the Philippines this weekend, one to watch. See them on broadcast throughout the tournament. Philippines sweep, pump on the back foot, nice touch. Stephanie Thomas comes back and plays it just a step over the 7-metre line. So a little bit further back, try scorer Norman shows it back on the inside, they overrun it. Opportunity to throw the football around. Palmer gets it down on the 7. Norman goes the opposite direction, just loops one in behind them, but the contact has been made. Great touch there. Haley Jing Hao. It was a big one on the line.
Hey, she's having a good time out there, Norman. She had both options, short and long, available. There it is. And a little pull back.
And we will be blown for the pass going forward.
What I like then, Scotty, the Hong Kong-China's defensive system, you can absolutely see it's to push the 2 middles early and get some nice height through the middle. Which does allow then teams to run the sort of sweep or rooster type plays, 32 plays, dragging the middles across to create some space. So we'll see if the Philippines can start to expose them a little bit later on. But yeah, at the moment, Hong Kong, China, nice D.
We'll show and gaze. Just get the contact there, so they have to go back to the mark. Wong comes over for a breather. As Hong Kong, China make some changes, rolling into the last. Nice clean pick up from half. They look to put the foot down now, getting away from the first defender into the in-goal area. Just needs someone to find some space. Nice work off the ball. And they will give this the all clear. Hong Kong, China. A lovely little hit back to lock up the scores yet again.
Yeah, I loved it. Game of honesty. The winger shook it off. No, missed a touch on the dive. A nice little scoop. Here it is, head to head. Just shifts. Oh, yeah. Winger shakes it off. So great honesty, but awesome work on the scoop. Love a good scoop play.
Made the contact before the ball was in the hands. Either way, correct call. Hong Kong China level up the scoring. Solomon pumps it and drifts across field. Hold up momentarily here. Greener comes back to Solomon. And Solomon bumped, quite ready for it. Fingertips there, Christine Smith.
Yeah, comes out there with a few of the youngies from the Philippines Women's Open crew, but look at that effort. And they're into it. I'm sure they'll play some really good systems where they come from as well, so their patterns of play will be right on.
Here's Wong, offloads, drift out to Yim. Wong again. Yim, nice ball. Philippines holding nicely though, and they'll finish this set off in the corner. Good footy from both teams there.
Yeah, and they've done enough actually. If they'd gone through the hands instead of the one over the top, I think they may have had a little opportunity for a draw pass. A great defence.
Some shapes come on the inside. No one in position. Tucks it under the wing. Heads over to the box for a breather. Meters down the sideline here from Pierre Gallon. Pick up and go from half. They're on the back foot and retrieving here Hong Kong, China. Philippines in the in-goal off the back. And that was not played at. Ball down. Danger signs though. But look at this. Hong Kong, China. They get on the football. They get running straight away. First touch.
Ooh.
Cutting back in with a bit of space. Oh,
yeah.
Desperation defence. First touch. They're playing the ball on the halfway line.
Awesome. That's what I like, eh? When you break the pattern, man, wonderful things happen sometimes. Smart
footy, they just burn down the sideline. They look to centralise it through the midfield. They play it within the 7 this time. Not much room to work with, but find the space, almost getting it down. Almost caught napping again on the line there, the Philippines. They've got one touch to make here in this set. They step back, and contact was made as the ball was thrown.
Here we go. Yeah, nice defence on the line. Annika, who was a scooper down the far end, you could actually hear Coach Jesse Buller, mate, screaming it. Go, Annika, go! His voice carries all the way from the far side of the field up here in commentary, like most of the coaches do. But yeah, really good coaching staff over there as well with the Philippines crew.
Some tired legs out there looking for a break, and this is what happens as a result. One eye on heading to that box. You're going to take that football with you. Oh, what a ball through the middle. Great diving effort. There's been no contact made. Oh, no. It's all fallen apart for poor old Hong Kong China.
And just regardless of where you've played your touch, mate, when you step into an opens environment, the speed of the game, there's nothing like it. You just catch fire straight away and you've got to figure out how to deal with it. So some of the players will be under fatigue and just first time in this environment, mate.
Good opportunity here for the Philippines. Course level, round one, and the women's open just out of the fingertips. And lost there from Abrera. Conditions a little tricky. Bit of a breeze across. The temperature will start to drop as we make our way into the evening. Beautiful playing conditions, as you can see on your screen. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching through Bar TV here in Australia or on Federation of International Touch YouTube channel across the world. Penalty coming here to the Philippines.
It's just the opportunity they want to make with no subs, though, so the girls happy to stay. Try to secure the try for their team.
Herrera plays it as the Philippines shift across.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go.
They'll make some changes now. Placements on. As Bailey Fraser gets it down on the deck. Pegrina trying to get players into position. Pegrina takes it again. It's just running into each other.
Yeah.
Play on.
Massive play on call.
You can see it from our on-field referee. It was clear as all day. Hong Kong China players short of the line.
Just the energy of those three when they were setting up, they were all bouncing. You know, they're all bouncing. Who's going to get it? Who's going to run? Boom. Play on call. Great ears.
Pushes the Philippines back in front. 3-2. Great contest here. This opening match between Hong Kong China and the Philippines. They're separating them at the moment. Now from the restart. Ball back on the inside. Contact made on Wong. Last touch. Wong sings it out to the corner. Nice little late squidge play on. There's a bit of space back on the inside. There's beautiful ball work here for Hong Kong China. And we talk about it so much. Last play of the set. You see teams just bury it in the corner and go back into defence. Give it a crack. And they came up with half an opportunity there. Looking for the no-touch penalty. That was almost over the mark. Just hanging on in this set here, the Philippines. It's a bit scrappy as they go back to the mark. And again, losing feet. Not the best of sets here for the Philippines. Someone needs to go straight and hard in at the line coming into the last. Playing pick up there. They've got some space and they're going to get a penalty. Well, they'll be disappointed, won't they, in the coaching box there for Hong Kong China because they controlled that set defensively. And then on the last play of the set, they give the penalty away. Now they're going to repeat and defend another 6. Laquais. Much doing early doors. They have a full set to work with. Looking at their options. Rosales in the 14. Wants it to come into the middle. It's a bit clunky again here for the Philippines. Someone needs to take control. Rosales gets them inside the 7. So pick up and go from half. Hong Kong China defence is there to answer the call.
It's a really nice controlled D set by Hong Kong China. There you go. Well defended. There's no pressure there. They weren't rushing in. They were holding. They were waiting for Philippines to try sort of set up. And just a really nice policy. Here we go. Rucking.
They've been good, haven't they?
Yeah, mate, they've been great. Yep, agree. The simple stuff there. And that's actually a pattern I saw a bit earlier in the first game where both teams are feeding that little wrap around the back off the link. So the reason they do this, try to hold the shoot defenders up so they can't drift off and you can actually pick up a few metres. Oh, nice dump under pressure.
Yeah, they're on the back foot here, the Philippines. Great run. Oh, show and go. Just needs a final pass to stick, and it does. Well, that is a quality try there from Hong Kong, China. They went the distance, coast to coast. And what about the quality on the back end of this one?
It's beautiful, mate. We can see a great scoop there by Hope. Goes on through, and nice just composure to grab hold of the ball at the end there. But it comes back to that little bit extra pass they got on that subset. You know, you develop things like that to try and get a really good outcome at the back end of it. And that's, you know, when you see them work, mate, that's coach high five, team high five, great execution.
Oh,
straight away.
Out. We're coming back all the way back to the halfway line. And they had too many players on the field from the restart.
Yeah, they hadn't left the field of play after the try was scored. So the refs are bringing it back for a 7-on. This is one of those moments. I've seen tries disallowed on intercepts due to players jumping on the field with their hands up in the air before. You know what I mean? No impact in the game, but it's the rules. You've got to be in the sub box. 6-on-6.
Ooh, solid contact, and they'll say it forces the mistake. It was a good response there defensively from the Philippines. Again, Hong Kong, China off the penalty. They tapped, they went, got going straight away. This tight contest continues. Scores level at 3 apiece. Opening round here in the Women's Open.
Nice, and this little crew scored the last try for Philippines. So they're going to go again.
So they go the long ball, and will defuse in the end. Glen Lock coming across to make the touch.
Yeah, with all their effort and enthusiasm, mate, I'll just be getting them to dump, scoop, pick again, you know. Try burn their opposition. But here we go, Hong Kong, China again, ball in hand.
Transition's been good again. Those replacement players on, they come on with energy. Yim gets it down cleanly. This ball on the out, they cut it back through the middle, took it right to the defensive line. The final pass just doesn't stick. Nice play. Switched up the point of attack, ended up sending it down towards the Philippines side of the field.
I mean, there's a bit of a rugby feel for me in some of the ways they approach the draw pass and square up some of their passing skills that I'm looking at. And as we know, Hong Kong's famous for the Hong Kong 7. So I wonder if just some of these girls do play a bit of rugby. They're able to use some of that skill inside the game. The draw passes have been great, the space execution. So, but here we go. Great field position, mate. 25 out from the try line. Let's see what they can put together.
Good opportunity here for Hong Kong, China. Clock winding down, just over 2 to go. To the halftime break with the lead. Made some changes as well. Kelly Kwok in the 9, gets the ball back now. Takes the contact, gets a nice clean play the ball down, looks to take them on herself. She'll get sent back to play it on the 7-metre line. Good defence from the Philippines.
Yeah, nice to see Kwok having a dive. She was a scooper earlier on, so it shows she's got a couple of tools in her toolkit. Dive.
Yes.
Referee right on the spot too. Great defence.
It was a 4 again. Haley Jinxing Howe. She's been full of energy here in the opening 20 minutes of this one. And a nice look. Just took them on. The Philippines want to be cleaner this time around. Just under a minute and a half to go. Got some work to do. Get down the other end. Final touch. Norman sings it back across to the sideline. They got as many metres as they could in that set. We know Hong Kong, China, they can go the distance. They start to shy their 10-metre line. They can continue this ball movement and get themselves downfield, which is what they're doing now. They might have one final crack here before the half-time. Flat ball out of half. They continue on. Glen Lock will play it. As Hong Kong, China work their way towards the back end of the set. Wong gets it down cleanly. They're on the back foot. They're into the in-goal area. The show and goes. There's dummies everywhere. And they find the support. Desperation defence comes across. Couldn't be taken cleanly over the line. Missed opportunity right before the halftime break.
Leung, mate, beautiful scoop getting in goal. And this is the time to do it. A minute out from half, like you said. It's a really nice play, man. Nothing between these two teams. As we can see, mate, scores based on 3 all going into half-time. So here's Philippines' last chance of the half.
Peregrine gets it down. Looked like there was a little bobble in the play of the ball and picked up beautifully. The referees haven't missed a beat here in the first half. The siren imminent. Final play. Oh, they push the pass. Referees have got to blow the whistle here. The penalty for the touch and pass has to be played. Interesting. You end up sending them across to the sideline and saying, no, that'll do us. We don't need any more footy out here. Referee's still just having a quick chat as we take a look at the highlights. It was all Philippines early doors, wasn't it? That Hong Kong, China really worked themselves back into this game.
Yeah, probably a little bit more consistency from the way Hong Kong, China are playing, but I think it's just due to the age and maturity of the players potentially. And you can see, though, the youth with the Philippines, mate, like Pod Solman, when Kim comes out there with the young girls, they look exciting. I think Norman as well with Philippines looks likely with her crew. But as you can see, it's a lot of scooping from Hong Kong. When you can score off the back of your ruck in, mate, that's the game of footy. It's only on those repeat sets where you can see Philippines look likely.
Tight game here in the opening match of the Women's Open. Scores level going into the halftime break. Hong Kong, China and the Philippines locked at 3 tries apiece.
They say Audi being on DoorDash is pretty big news.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about it.
Why aren't we talking about it?
Well, we are talking about it.
Talking about what?
Audi being on DoorDash.
Oh, yeah, I heard that's big news.
Players and referees, 1 minute.
Teams about to make their way back out onto the field for the second half here in the opening Women's Open match between Hong Kong, China and the Philippines. Scores locked up at 3 tries apiece. Got some really good insight here, T, on our 3 officials refereeing here this afternoon.
Yeah, it's awesome. Out there at the moment in the middle, we have Miyoshima from Japan, Savannah Draper from Australia, and young Michaela Ruaiti, who's out there at the moment. Her mother's actually refereeing in this tournament here. She's been refereeing for New Zealand for a long time. Alicia, and father Adrian is one of the referee coaches for New Zealand, and he's refereeing for his country as well. So massive shout out to Ruaiti family. Congratulations, Michaela. Lovely to see you out here. I'm sure mum and dad are really proud of you, as are the refereeing community. We love seeing families getting involved in the sport of touch footy, Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely. We see it on the playing side of things, don't we? We've got brothers, sisters all playing together here across this weekend, but, you know, it happens in the referee ranks as well. Mum and dad here, young one doing a great job as well. We made mention
Absolutely.
of the 3 officials in that first half. You know, it's reflected in the scoreline. It's been a good battle between these two teams. Playing good spirits as well. Scores are locked up. Big second 20 minutes coming up here. And it's a bit bobbly in there. Solomon did a good job. Just got the hands away. So I didn't touch it. Philippines maintain possession. Start the second half. Peregrina has a look at the options. Half a metre short of the line. Contact was made first as well. She's been busy for the Philippines. Coming back towards her now. Peregrina plays it again. Gets the ball back. Looks. Ball in 2 hands. And again, comfortably defended there on the line. And this is what really impressed me with Hong Kong China in the first half. They get the ball. They get up to the 7. And they get straight to work.
It's the fast turnovers. They're catching out the defence before they're actually set. So they're already running and rolling, and the defence end up on the back foot, mate. It's been awesome for them so far.
Now good shift. To the sideline. Changes flow on. Nice roll forward. Haley Jingting Hao, who was impressive as well for Hong Kong in the first half. Now clear pastures. Good pick up here from half. Looking for support. Beautiful little switch back on the inside. Hoi Lung Wong is there in support as Hong Kong China strike first here in the second half.
Awesome, mate. I've really enjoyed just the skill set of watching Wong play in the first half, mate. It's nice. She's able to draw past well, and she's really earned that try, mate, for her team. It's awesome. There we go. Actually came from the fast turnover, as you saw, Scotty, and right to left out of the sub-box too. So I expect to see Hong Kong actually, coming out of the sub-box, running some of those plays, shifting the ball quite well. There we go. Great try.
Chung Chu Yim, who's got to try herself this time. She sets that one up. Gives Hong Kong China the lead. Front by 1-4-3. We saw in the first half, both teams just went try for try. No one really able to grab the stranglehold. Is that the injection Hong Kong China need? Philippines, though, straight away. A little showing going on the outside, and this try-scoring fest continues.
What's good, mate? You watch Norman takes the ball into the line, running her rooster that she scored off earlier, but the defence don't shift off this time. So she's able to give the extra pass. Here it is. She scored off this one earlier with a dummy. Defence stood in front of her. Numbers. And that's what the play's designed to do. It's designed to create an overlap, and then we can pick and choose whether we run or pass. So well executed. As you said, head-to-head. Let's go.
Steph Thomas scoring try number 4 for the Philippines. Now Hong Kong China. From the restart, 7 already. They'll be forced to retrieve. Yueng has a look at options. They go away from her. They've got numbers. Oh, took a deflection. It's a nice little short side play. And some space if that ball is crisp.
Yeah, nice wee pullback. Maybe an earlier pass to get the draw pass through the hands, but great option. They're going to get a reset here. Nice. Oh, yeah, there's a roll ball. There we go. Used to be a turnover. So glad they changed that one. But here we go. Leung coming out of half.
Early short ball. Little show and go from Chi Ling Wong.
And so Philippines did in the first half as well. The Lynx are actually striking the short side. And they come in early and hard, almost like a short side shut. So there is an option just for a nice early pass.
And they run the split through the middle. Comfortable defence on the line this time around from the Philippines. Back to the 7 they go.
Oh, just look how tight they are, man. The defence, so tight.
Can they find some space? This time they come back down the short side. Wow. What happened there in defence for the Philippines? 3-on-3. They've had some room to work with. And again, just a bit of a defensive lapse here from the Philippines.
Yeah, there you go. And Link just got caught pulling in instead of chasing out in front of man and just created that space on the outside. There you go. And they're those little tune-ups, man. You know, those things happen to you. Coach has a wee chat. This is their game 1. Here we go. But Philippines are only about 25 seconds away from scoring at the moment, mate.
Yeah, that's it. 5-4. Back in front, Hong Kong, China. Now, nice footwork. Little in and away. And they had to get back on the skates. You know, Haley Jingting Hao, she is quick, but had to recover there to get across and make that touch. Last one now, Peregrina feeds it from half. Looked a little flat. Referees have a little quick look at each other and they'll come back and blow the forward pass.
And there you go. Even Hong Kong, China are out of there again, you know. It's awesome. I love their turnover speed. Yeah, with a little bit of work from the dummy half, potentially the opportunity was there, but the forward pass was a big one.
Philippines trying to put a little bit of defensive pressure on here on the first couple of touches. And you can see it's stifled this running game of Hong Kong China. Another good just straight direct run there. More than Wong. Ball movement, impressive. Back to the mark they go. There's Chung Kyung Cheng. Play the ball. Last touch just getting over the halfway line. We'll start a step coming in. And they'll be happy where they're going to start their set here on their own 10-metre line, the Philippines. And wrangled back some field position there in that defensive set.
Yeah, and it's one thing you can't deny. When Philippines throw a nice, like there's a slow turnover like there was on the tap-off, then they can throw a really nice midfield set-in. So good field position. Couple of touches sideways at the moment, though. They're going to need to really increase momentum out of the box.
It looks like they're playing in good synergy. After having a quick chat with Kim Solomon, we'll just have a quick look at this back end of the set here for the Philippines' last touch. She made mention they had their first training run on Monday.
Yes,
You wouldn't know that, would you? They look like they've got good synergy, but like we said, they do have a high representation of local Australian-based players. They would have played with each other a little bit in the domestic competitions, so it's a little bit of an advantage for the Philippines.
And it doesn't really matter, mate, if it's your local club footy, it's your internationals. There's always teams that come in that have to build around. You know, they turn up a week early to come together. At the World Cup, there's teams that do it. You know, they need trial games, warm-up games. Philippines played against some of the Kiwi teams yesterday, so all in preparation for day one.
This little sweeping play and straightening up the point of attack. That was beautiful football. Hong Kong, China, they kick it back to the halfway line. And now they're in front by 2.
Just a beautiful square up on the way around. Nicely set up. Taking time. There it is. Leong Plant comes around and then squares up. Beautiful. And the other ones, that's all just effort, eh? Effort in running. Anytime you get close to the line, have a dive at it.
Watching Sonia Nung get to her second try of this game. Probably the biggest margin of this contest so far as well. The 2 tries now in favour of Hong Kong China. A bit of pressure on the Philippines. They want to be the next team to score. A little show back on the inside. Hong Kong China had to react in defence. Almost caught napping.
Oh, I loved it. That was PRA. She looked like she was going to run the bounce and then ends up going between them really, really close.
Here she is again. Ball in hand. Looking at options. Glen will get into half. They go short side, come off the right foot. Pretty comfortable in defence on their line. Again, Hong Kong China, again, they go straight back to work. Have they got the energy left in the legs to keep this going here in the second half?
Yeah, give it 7 more minutes, mate, when there's 5 to go. I think there'll be a bit of fatigue on both sides, but at the moment, yeah, there you go, out of the box. Nice momentum.
Pure man just needed that tough carry to go forward. Wasn't anything fancy about it. It's gotten Hong Kong China on the front foot as they work their way into the last touch now. No contact made. They go show and go, and it has been given the all clear as Hong Kong China. They're stretching away now.
Yeah, and that was locked. Just a nice wee kick out, eh? Gets to the outside line and accelerates. Here we go, ball in hand. Has an outside shoulder. Just kicks through. And we saw the link defender actually turn to chase and create a running line behind her. If we can try to keep our hips a little bit squarer there, it doesn't create that space for them to run in behind. But once again, it takes a lot of training, lots of practice in those sort of scenarios to be aware of that kind of stuff. So I'm sure they'll watch the film back, as we all do. Jas Buller, he'll be good at it. But 7-4, there's still a long time to go, mate. 11 minutes in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still plenty of time left in this one. It's been a much improved performance from the Philippines as to what we saw last time. These 2 teams played at the World Cup. Hong Kong China winning 9-2 in that round match. And the Philippines are right in this game. They need points, though.
Christine Smith looks really agile, eh? You know, the wiggle, the hip turns. Here you go, ball back in hand. How's it we dig? Hey. Leon's defense again, man. She dived earlier to make one. She's chasing off the line. She hits the line and pops up really well.
So 8 teams competing in the Women's Open across the next 4 days of competition here at the Asia Pacific Open Touch Cups. Semi-final spots on what everyone's looking to secure going into the back end of the competition. So they'll play round robin style. Every team will play each other once. As Hong Kong China look to turn it back on the inside. No place to start this set.
It's good defense again. Same again, it's Kimmy's pot out there doing that shoot defensive work, you know. They tend to get those shorter turnovers. not letting the opposition get to their line, which is awesome. So here we go. They'll build out of their box and they'll need to. They're chasing 3 at the moment, mate. 3 to draw it, so.
Stack of time still on the clock. We're about to roll through into the second half of the second half. So 10 minutes left to go. 7-4. They just need to wrangle back possession. Wong, who's just been a workhorse for them throughout this game. He's come up with points. And he's done the tough carries when needed. That's another nice one there as well. As the Philippines are on the back foot. Good recovery. As he's got the feet on the line. Brera comes forward to make the touch. They're on the back foot again.
Yeah, if you're not scoring, that's where you want the ball to be, isn't it, mate? Down the other end, forcing Philippines to need to go the whole way, especially when you're chasing points. So, and now here we go. Big shoot defensive set by Hong Kong, China. Looking to really lay it in at the moment.
It can be a tricky position to start your set when you're on your own side of the field, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just allows the defensive team just to kind of pin you in that corner.
Oh.
And we find teams struggle to actually get forward, and they can see the box. It's right there. It's within reach. And now we get a little error off the back of it. So it's flowed onto the back end of the set. And Hong Kong, China, they're just smelling blood in the water here. They really want to take this game away from the Philippines.
Yeah, absolutely agree, man. I'm not sure why all teams want to kill it far side, because I agree with you on that one. So much harder to dig out of your own side.
Now Hong Kong, China back through the middle. Luang, who's been good for them here in the second half. It's clunky, and the penalty will come.
Great pick up, Michaela. Could have gone either way in that one when the bodies all came together. But defender absolutely tapping the foot on the ball in the ruck. And here we go. Let's see what these two can put together at the line. Wong working with Leong.
Nice quick pass from half. Oh, a little show and go. There's a shake of the head from the Philippines. No contact made. And the points continue to flow here for Hong Kong, China.
Yeah, there we go. Pia just having a shot at striking the quickie. And they're unable to get there. They just snuck inside her. So we see the link preload. Onside steps off. Just misses it. So really nice dive, mate. There you go. And it's one of the things in touch footy. If you've got a good dive on you, man, you can score tries in some of those tight situations.
Second try for Chi Ling Wong. Another player that's impressed here this afternoon. Solomon rightfully holds on to the ball. There's players in front, looking to try and get some momentum coming into the back. Sharp off the left, and Wong is there. Did she make the line? Did a great job. Almost hopped in the air to get both feet on the line to make the contact at the same time. Great defence. Last touch. Looking to turn it back on the inside. They hold on to the footy. The contact is made. Maybe just a little bit too much of the same from the Philippines when they're getting down that attacking end of the field.
Mate, I'm loving watching Wong at the moment. Her hip turn on the line then, if you were watching, she was off the ball, facing in, hip turn facing out, chases, and then her corner defender jumped inside her, man. It was just really, really nice defence from two of them. Lots of training.
Yeah, Hong Kong trying just had to hold the ball up momentarily. As replacement players come on. Nice ball in and behind the Philippines defence. They need to recover. Back on the inside. Solomon comes from nowhere to make the touch. Didn't give up on the play. That's a big defensive touch there from Kim Solomon.
It was awesome, mate. She popped up early in the set and they had to go over her. Recovered for the big chase down. There you go. Got to show that effort. There you go. Just in behind. Good effort on the juggle too. Once you've touched it, it becomes a juggle situation. So touch counts.
Flat ball there from half. Philippines maintain possession. They won't get away with the second one though. Another good call from our refs. It's been an impressive second half performance here from Hong Kong, China. Scores level at half time. There's 3 tries apiece. They put 5 on the board here in the second half. Only the one from the Philippines. Whatever the coaches said at half time, they must have taken every word of that in.
Yeah, and it's just finding your rhythm, isn't it, mate? First half, you're looking to find it. Nerves in the first tournament. How am I going to go? Have I done the work? All that sort of stuff before you arrive. Once the whistle goes, none of that matters.
Short ball, looking to go the wrapping option again. This time they make the contact. Jillian Locke, one of the try scorers for Hong Kong, China here in this opening round match. Brings it back for them. So look at options.
Love
ball
it.
on the out. Followed suit with another beautiful ball as well. And Chung Yang Chiang didn't have much to do apart from catch and put that one down across the stripe. A beautiful try there from Hong Kong, China.
That gets a big clap, that one. Because all teams at the moment are pushing their middles so high defensively, and then the middles chase across to make the touch. 32 long is one of the trending plays at the moment, just like the splitter. And then the out ball, beautiful. 3-on-2, great option left to right. It's been really impressive, actually, mate, being able to call this one, watching them go through their skill set. It's been really nice.
Played it, or a team, I should say, to possibly keep an eye out for in this tournament. Philippines, they want to finish this game off. A bit of positivity. Nice ball back on the inside. Their defence has been as good as their attack here in the second half.
Yes, nice. Let's see what the Philippines can put together. Still with 4.5 minutes left. A bit of fatigue setting in. Just want to get a bit of consistency about the way they're attacking. Some of the options they're picking. There we see a bit of a dead fifth touch.
Almost slicing through though.
He nearly found a seam and split it, but great D.
So the other teams competing in the Women's Open across this weekend. Australia, the Trans-Tasman champions, World Cup champions as well, will be a team to watch, no doubt. Chinese Taipei, we've got Hong Kong, China playing in this match. Lebanon, New Zealand, Samoa and Singapore as well, making up the 8 teams competing here in the Women's Open.
Been lots of chat around the Samoan team. Again, a lot of youth in there as well, just like the Philippines team. Ooh, great D.
There's a big building block, isn't it, as we keep one eye on the World Cup in 28. Still a couple of years away. But this is where the campaigns start to come together. It's a great opportunity now for some of these teams to come into this competition. First time we've seen the Asia Pacific Opens Touch Cup. We saw the youth one in Redcliffe last year. It's been well represented again here, and it's just another opportunity for some of these developing nations to play high-level touch against the best.
Absolutely. That's why talking to one of the teams that had Australia first, and like, yo, we got Australia first. It's like, yeah, awesome. Not everyone gets to play the best team in the world. You know, cherish it. Well, great touch. Yeah, I remember at the World Cup, first time I coached USA, we played Australia, 17-0 game 1. But, man, it was so much fun. You know, you sort of know where the level is, then you know what you have to do to be better. So, here we go, mate, with 2.5 minutes left to go. Philippines with the ball. Once again, ball rolled no half. So, these are those moments where we go back to our patterns. Under fatigue, the things we've trained well. But as we know, some of the teams have met for the first time this week. So, they use a game at a time to try and get better, Scotty.
Speaking of Samoa, we will see them next. We'll be sticking with the Women's Open action. Round 1 continues. Samoa taking on Chinese Taipei, making their debut in Women's Open at international level. Chinese Taipei, looking forward to see how they go out here on the big stage.
Mate, it'll be awesome, eh? I agree with you. There's lots of great touch being played at the moment throughout Asia. You know, whether it's Hong Kong, Singapore, Chinese Taipei. We know Japan have always been stalwarts over there, you know. So it's nice to see the rise of it, and it's good footy, man. I've been to Singapore and to their local club competition, men's and women's, and it is great footy. I looked at it and thought, no, I don't want to jump out there and play.
No.
You know?
Just so much energy. And we've seen
Absolutely.
it with the Hong Kong China team here as well. How quickly they get onto the ball. They just run and run all game. But they've got some great fundamental skills.
Yes.
But they play a little bit of ad-lib footy, and for the traditionalists, you know, that's what we grew up with. And they're being smart with it, and they've had a great performance here in round 1. Good meters there through the middle. Just under 1.5 minutes to go. Ball out in front as Fraser plays it. They're looking for changes here, the Philippines. Looking to get one final try on the board as well and take some momentum into their next round match. Nice little show and go. Here it is. Got to catch and get it down. There was a little juggle, but regathered and put down in the corner. Christy Burrows scores for the Philippines and take themselves a little something away here in this second half.
I love it, mate. Norman came out of the box, very confident, pick, steps back, had numbers on the right side. And that's actually what created the space for her to sneak through the middle.
Oh, there was a little grab at it.
Here we go.
It was right in front of our referee. See,
there's no conversion, so there's no one standing in front of it. That try's been awarded. Bunker's confirmed it. We're all good.
Lock it in. Try number 5 for the Philippines here in this game. Hong Kong, China will get one last touch of the footy. Under the last 30 seconds of this one. Little mistake there. And the Philippines will finish this game off with ball in hand.
Well, they can see the clock as well, so it's not every time you can see the countdown clock in front of you. So let's see if they go for a bit of a scoop on the last. Let's see if they want to try anything like that. Now they're going to run a subset still.
Hooter sounds. Last play of the game. They won't die wondering. A little 360 dipsy doodle. And Hong Kong trying to come up and make the touch. Great win, opening round. Like we said, they started their campaign exactly how they would have wanted to here, Hong Kong, China.
Absolutely, and I think both teams would have enjoyed that one. I'm sure Philippines can see that as an opportunity to build for their team. Obviously, they met this week. And Hong Kong, China, hey, I really liked a few of the things I saw. They'll be a team for me to watch this weekend, mate.
Absolutely, it's all high fives and smiles. Out on the field, we take a look at some of the highlights here in the second half, and it was a dominant performance in the second half from Hong Kong, China.
It was beautiful, and it's those pairings, as we saw, 3 and 1. Leung and Wong got together. I mean, they scored a bucket of tries together in this game here. Here you go. It's nice composure, taking their time, getting who they want. And there we go. Nice as you like, players diving at the line. So I really enjoyed some of the way they changed the point of threat, the way they're passing, they're diving, they're scooping. There you go. Lots of beautiful tries. But see, Philippines aren't far away from making those touches, mate. That big left to right pass there was one of my favies. So, yeah, awesome.